Mm. Yeah. Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. This is Kitchen Table Talk, and we are glad that you all can join us on tonight. We have a great show for you, as we always do, and we're looking forward to dive right in to the conversation. Whenever Lisa is ready, she can come on in. And by the way, I am Eagle Soaring High, and to my left is my friend, my sister, and my partner in friendship. Let me choose my words wisely. Lisa real feels so whenever she's ready to come, she can drop the mute and I can mute so she can come right on in because we are in live and living color. And don't forget, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Lisa and I will very much appreciate it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Listen. I'm streaming on 3 pages, and I'm streaming on 3 pages because we're trying to build uh kitchen table talk up. So I'm streaming on 3 pages. But please make sure that you are subscribed to Kitchen Table Talk because we won't be doing this all the time. And I don't want you to miss out on nothing. Okay? So please make sure that you subscribe on this channel. Make sure your notification bell says all so that every time we go live, you will get
Notified. I muted myself.
That's all right. It's all good. Hey Terry, how you doing? How you feeling? Yes, happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. As for us, we are doing great.
Yes.
Yes. Listen, we got something we're gonna talk about tonight. We all named this video "Come Up," right? But we're gonna talk about something. We're gonna talk about it because it happens a lot, and I don't really like it, but it happens, and I want to talk about it now. Y'all know that our peoples, right? Not everybody, but you have some, of course. They use us for a come up. It just is what it is. They use us for a come up.
That's right.
And it's just strange to me how some people talk about us, right? They use us to talk about, to bash for a come up. Out of all the things that happens in the world, they choose to talk about their own and use it until they find a way that they can come up off of it. And it's just something about it. I don't like that. I don't care for that. Because listen, we got enough, it's a whole lot of shit that we could talk about. Okay. Yes, we have our shit that goes on in our community. Okay. Everybody knows that. But we just got so many people that use, so many black people that use black people for a come up.
That's right.
You know, you don't talk about what everybody else is doing to the black people. You know, you got some that don't never talk about that, but they can talk about the black men. They can talk about the black women. You know,
That's right.
all the time. That's all they talk about. But you don't hear them shed light on nothing else. They don't talk about what other people do to the black people. Okay, they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to touch that. But they know, you know, because let's be clear about something. Black people, everybody want to see somebody talking about black people. You understand what I'm saying? Don't nobody care about people talking about black people. And I'm not talking about in our own community, but you know what I mean. Outside of us, they could care less. You know? And again, I still say it comes from a place of self-hating. You know, motherfuckers self-hate themselves. And instead of dealing with that and trying to fix that, they rather ride the wave of talking about, you know, their own people, the black community. You know,
that's right.
I just think it's sad. I think it's real. What can I call it? I think it's real. What can I call it? I think it's real messed up. I'm just gonna keep it simple and try to keep it cute.
All right.
I think it's really messed up that, you know, that people do that. I really do. But and you see it, and it goes on a lot. It goes on a lot. If you fish around on YouTube, you definitely gonna find a lot of it on YouTube.
Yes.
There's a lot of that shit that go on YouTube. You know? And I guess they done figured out, you know, well shit, let me talk about my own people because I'm gonna come up off of it.
Yeah. And that
because
is
you're doing something that the ops, you know, would love to see you do, and that's talking about your own people.
That's right.
You know, so of course, yeah, they like to hear it, they like to see it,
Yeah.
and that's why some people that's doing it is coming up off of it. And then you got people that act like they for us. They look like us, but they act like they for us. But for real, they are against us.
Come on.
Let me repeat that again.
Yes.
I think I said that right. I think I said that right and clear. We have people who look like us that say they for us, but for real, they are against us.
Yes.
And a lot of them use that for a come up because what they do, they get donations and shit from the black people.
Mm-hmm.
Get donations and shit talking about they doing X, Y, and Z. You don't never see shit.
Right.
You don't never see nothing. You know, you be waiting and holding your breath and your ass gonna tilt over. Because you ain't gonna see shit. All you gonna see them do is taking vacations and different things like that.
Yes.
But they ain't gonna deliver. They not gonna deliver what they supposed to be delivering.
That's right.
And a lot of that shit goes on a lot. It goes on a lot. That's why I did a video. Another video on that. Some similar to this, something like this. But it was a little different. And I said that we need to start being careful about who we donating our money to.
Yep.
Because just because they look like you don't mean they for you.
Come on.
Okay? We got a lot of that going on where the people that look like us, they talking their shit. They doing that fast talking, that slick talking, right? And they got you coming out your pocketbook with funds, talking about they gonna do this and they gonna do that and they gonna do the other, and you donating and donating and donating. And then when you look up, yeah, you might see them going on vacation and doing all kinds of shit. But what you don't see them doing is what they told you they was going to do.
Yes.
They done took everybody's money and they doing what the hell they want to do with it.
Yeah.
And then some of you go back and donate again. Some of you go back and you donate again. Knowing goddamn well that the motherfuckers scamming the shit out you. I guess some of you be hoping that something comes out of it right. You donate your money once, and the person, you don't see them doing what they supposed to be doing. Don't keep donating.
That's right.
If anything, you come out and tell them, look, because I would sure enough send them a good old email. Look, let me tell you something. I donated to you, trying to support you.
That's right.
Okay? And I have not seen you do what you said you was going to do with the first donation that everybody gave you. And now here you go, here you come again talking about a damn project or something that you trying to do because you trying to get our money again.
Yeah.
And let them know, I'm watching you. I see you. And I see that you ain't, you're not doing what you claim you're going to do.
Right.
Now, I don't have no control over everybody else, but what I am going to do is let the people know that you haven't delivered what the fuck you said you was going to deliver the first time. So I'm not delivering no more. Now, if y'all want to keep delivering, y'all go right on ahead. But I'm letting y'all know that this person have not delivered from the first time. Now they back again talking about a damn project or something they got going on.
The problem is
wake up, people. Wake up. Stop giving these people your money and they not delivering like they supposed to.
That's right.
If they get you the first time, okay, you got that. You got that. When they come back around that second time, booyah! You ain't gonna get my ends this time. You got me the first time, motherfucker, and you ain't delivered yet.
That's right.
You ain't got a goddamn thing coming. Put that ass on blast. See, we got to start calling out the people that we should call out. See,
That's
sometimes, a lot of times, we don't do that. We get behind these people and we donate money and shit, and we sitting back watching them go on vacation and shit, and we still waiting for them to deliver. And they don't say shit. They don't say dooley squat to you. They ignore you. As long as you don't say nothing, they don't have nothing to say either. Start putting these people on blast. Because that's the problem. We need to get some of this shit that don't mean us no good out of the goddamn community.
That's right.
And if you start putting their ass on blast, I don't donate. I give people cash apps, like some of the YouTubers and stuff. I'll send, people cash apps when I got it or whatever, I don't mind doing that. But far as running around here, donating to this channel because they say they're going to do this and they're going to do that. No, that BLM, Black Lives Matter bullshit. I ain't never donated a goddamn thing to them. Never. I knew it was some bullshit behind it when it first came up. Black Lives Matter. I said, that sounds so fishy. I said, somebody done thought of a good old scam.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter. It just didn't sound right to me. It just didn't sound right. It said scam, 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 scam. That's what it said to me. That's what it was saying to me. It ain't, I didn't donate a goddamn dime, let alone a penny.
Yep.
And now look, under investigation.
Yes.
They investigating that ass. She done pulled all her family members up in there. Hitting them off.
Good God.
Hitting them off. Done pulled them all up in there and hitting them off. Now, the only way she gonna get away with it, that's if it's somebody else in it. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's somebody else in it other than a black person,
come on.
then she might get away with it.
That's right.
But if it's just all her family members and stuff, they gonna tap on that ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They gonna put her ass on blast. And everybody that's with her.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You think you're gonna do this and the other people ain't get a part of it? They coming for her ass.
Oh yes.
If she ain't got all her I's dotted and all her T's crossed, yeah, she gonna have to deal with something.
Yeah.
And then the other women that got a piece of the cake, they done stepped down. They done got theirs and they done stepped down.
Lord, take the wheel.
So we'll see what the outcome is. But I'm saying, like these people that's doing this shit, we need to put them on blast. We really do, because we need to shake some of this shit out of the community. You know, we got too much of it going on. We got too much of it going on, for real. And we ain't gonna never get nowhere. We ain't gonna never be able to get nowhere or do nothing if we continue to allow people to do this underhanded shit and ain't nobody saying nothing.
That's right.
Because you got some people that's doing good for the black community. And some of y'all won't even get them $1.
Right.
Some of you won't even get the people $1. That's crazy to me. You'd rather give somebody that's going to scam the fuck out of you than to give somebody that's really doing something. I just don't understand that. Y'all got to start thinking better. You got to start doing better. I just don't understand that. You should want better for your community. Okay? And if you don't, it's a problem. It's something wrong. If you can't, if you don't want your own community, your black community to do well, to do better, there's something wrong with that.
That's right.
That's frightening. That's frightening. But believe it or not, we got a lot of people that don't want to see us rise.
True.
Got a lot of people that don't want to see us rise. Our own people. Okay?
That's true.
Our own people that don't want to see us rise. That's bad. That's bad business. Bad business.
Yes. Very bad.
Because we should be on that tip where we want to see everybody do well. And the more of us come together and try to do some things, the more you can make things happen. Right. But it's hard to make things happen when you got people that's trying to backstab and all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
That's why it's important when you see something, when you see people trying to scam and shit, that our own community, say something.
That's right.
Yeah, because it's a damn shame. And we got a lot of people, man, that's trying to come up off our back.
Yes.
Our own people trying to come up off our back. To come up. That's what I should have put. The come up is real.
Oh
That's
yes.
what I should have titled it. The come up is real. Because we got a lot of people that be trying to do that.
Yeah.
Trying to come up off our back. We got too many in the community that be trying to do that.
That's
Let me
it.
tell you something. Ain't no luck. Listen, ain't nothing good gonna come to you.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Nothing good is coming to you when you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's scamming. Whether you want to believe it or not. Some people try to say, "Oh, ain't nobody scamming because I didn't make them give up the money. They gave it to me because they want." No, they gave it to you because you were saying that you was going to do something with it.
Right.
That's why they gave it to you, because you were stating that you was going to do something with it. So that's why they donated, because they was calling themselves trying to help you out.
That's right.
Okay. But when you take somebody's money and then you don't do what you say you're going to do, that's scamming, motherfucker. That's scamming.
Oh yeah.
Stop playing with me.
That is definitely scamming.
Yes. All day long. Scam,
Yep.
scam. Yeah.
Well, they say
What the
pimping
hell
ain't
wrong with
easy.
y'all? Huh?
They say pimping ain't easy
Okay.
because that's what we got now. Roaming around. There's a lot of pimps and pimps lie.
Yeah. At least
You
they
know,
think they are.
so they call themselves pimp where they don't call themselves pimps because they know that's not a good look. But they know how to manipulate and use trickery, control in order to get somebody going their pockets to give them what they want. See, people know how to word their words and make sentences that sound good and ignite something in a person to say, oh, maybe I'll give to them. And after they figure out that they have just took them through a dream and sold them some swamp land that ain't worth nothing that they got the funds for. That still hurt, but yet believe in them. Now, how is that possible? How do you let somebody mess over you, get your money, and then don't do what they said they were going to do, and then had a nerve to come back and say, look, my hand is out. My hand is very empty. I need some more. If you give them more money, now I'm wondering what your mental state is.
Right.
Like,
Right.
because I already know what their mental state is. I know where their mindset is, but where is yours? So you're going to take out your pockets, take from your family, take from your children to give again to somebody that lied to you in the first place? Oh, hell no. Something, what is wrong with you? Your cheese done fell off your cracker. If you that blind, then you need to open up your eyes. Go find a way to open up your eyes. You may get me the first time. The second time you come back, you ain't got no second, third, or fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 times to get me. Because that first time, my eyes is gonna be open. And I'm not finna pay for you to go on vacation, live in no big house, live ride around in no big car. See, That's the problem with the church now. I'm sorry, did I say that? Because a lot of folks in the church do the same thing. They hit your pocket, they quote a few scriptures, get your money, and go right on ahead, and you waiting on them to get new chairs in the church. So what's the difference between the con artists in the church and the con artists on the outside of the church? No difference.
Okay.
Wake up, open your eyes. Stop being. We got to get out of this habit of being divided so much. We too divided. Why can't we get along? What is the problem? Come on, sis, because I'm about to go. You come on, because I'm about to. Come on, Lisa.
You sure? Cause hey, let it out, let it out.
Come on, Lisa, because I'm just appalled by the ish that's going on. Not only in real life, we got some politicians running around on YouTube pulling this stuff, and we just a whole on prom night just giving it up like it's the best thing we ever had. And all he did was take you for your money. Come on, Lisa, because let me pass this mic.
That is so true. That is so true. Listen, I was getting ready to say something, but I caught myself, and you were still talking. I didn't want to cut you off, But you said, what did you say? And I was going to say something. I was going to piggyback off what you said. You said we got to stop being so divided. And what else did you say after that?
I compared the some of these pastors in the church to the con artists out here on the street. And what's the difference?
Yeah, right.
Come on, sis. Come
right.
on.
And yeah, because listen, for some reason, it's like we looking for somebody to save us, right? Because we have a bad habit of when people come in the mix, we got a bad habit of wanting to donate. We got a bad habit of, pushing people up, like coming up, like bringing them up, making them something, making them out of something, right? Because we keep donating and we keep, pushing money behind them and just watching them grow, watching their pockets grow basically, because some of them be blowing smoke up your ass. They ain't telling you nothing that's going to help you. They ain't telling you nothing that's going to help you. They sitting there, sometimes they dividing you, and stuff like that. But in the same breath, they got you digging in your money and keep donating. And a lot of times they not even doing nothing of what they say they going to do. Nothing. Now I can see if they was getting together and say, look, we need to donate. We donate. Let's get this money up so that when election time comes, we can get somebody in our pocket, and be able to pay them for them to do the things that we want done. Okay? I could see if they was doing stuff like that. But they're not. They're not. Some of them are just blowing smoke up your ass and telling you false information. And a lot of you, for some reason, you fall for it. You fall for it. I'm here to tell you, wake up. Listen, this is our time to wake up. If we never woke up in our life, we better wake up now.
Come on.
We better wake up now. It's not a joke. Stop listening to all this rhetoric that ain't doing shit for you. It's not doing nothing for you. Sit back and ask yourself some questions. Start thinking for yourself and sit back and ask yourself some questions. Like, okay, now I'm sitting here listening to him or her or whoever it is, and they saying X, Y, Z. Now let me think about this for a minute. Let me stop and think about this. Now they saying they gonna do this, that, and the other, and they want us to donate. Now, ask yourself some questions like, okay, let me ask them what is this, what is this all about for real, for real? What is this going to do for the community? What they trying to do? What is it going to do for for our community and stuff like that? Ask questions before you start digging in your damn money, giving them your money.
Right.
Because when these people get up, when these people get going where they want to go, when they get up, when they done roll the wave, right? They don't come back and get you.
That's right.
Let me say that again. When they finish riding the wave and getting your goddamn money, they don't come back and get you.
That's right.
They don't come back and do shit for you. And some of them act like they don't even know you.
Come on, tell the truth.
We gotta wake up and stop letting people pull the goddamn wool over our eyes. Because that's what some of them be doing.
Yeah.
A lot of these people that claim they black power, they black people, black first and all this bullshit.
That's right.
They be lying. They be lying, trying to make you do just what you do. Dig in your pocket, donate your money. And then they go on about their business, spending up your money and shit,
right.
Doing what they want to do. They ain't even thinking about you. They not thinking about you at all. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. Start calling people out. People that do that shit, start calling them out.
Right.
We got.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why a lot of this stuff keeps going on and on and on and on, because we as a community will not wake the hell up. We won't wake up. And we know within our own hearts and minds and our own spirits that the person ain't right. Why take out of your children's mouth? Why take out of your mouth and give after they done conned you the first time? They done went off and they went to Las Vegas and they had the slot machines and on.
Eagle.
Yes.
Eagle, I gotta take care of something important. Can you hold this down for me for a minute?
Absolutely. And so we have to watch how people move. We have to watch their behavior. We have to watch their actions. We've got to be more aware of things and stop ignoring that feeling down deep on the inside of your soul and your spirit and your stomach. There's always a warning that comes to warn you before you do something and make a move that is not good. Watch and move. Watch how people move. Watch the lies that they tell. Watch. You can tell by what they're saying is a lie when they open their mouth. If that's the point, I got some swamp land that I want to sell you. I got some land that's right next to Hawaii that I want to sell you. It's built and decorated and it's all cute and all that. If that's the point, If you gonna give your money up to somebody that's gonna lie to you, why not let me try it and see? When we don't call people out on their mess, they're gonna continue to do what they do. Some of us is giving funds and monies to people that the same color as I am, but same color as I am as you are, and they don't even like you. So you choose to pay somebody to not like you. You have heard the things that they have said to you, that you have heard what they have said about black women, you have heard what they have said about black men, and yet you support their cause to continue to tear down the black man and the black woman. What is wrong with us? What is wrong? Somebody, please wake up. We're living in some perilous times right now where anything and everything just seems to go. Where people are doing what they want, when they want, how they want, when they get ready to, and then come back and pull the wools over our eyes again. How is it that you didn't learn from the first experience? You may fool me once, you may even fool me twice, but that third time ain't happening. It's not going to happen. What is it going to take for us to recognize a scam, a con when it comes? How many times do you have to be conned and scammed before the blinders fall off your eyes? How much money do you have to lose before your eyes are opened? Stop walking wide openly into situations that's going to leave you and your family in a bad position. Study a person, research a person, research what they're trying to sell you, research the business, research the company, research what they're telling you. Look for reviews. But if you know and you've seen with your own eyes, why keep going forward and straight into the trap and be caught and then cry when you can't get free? The Bible says that even the elite would be fooled if it was possible. How do we do that? We get sold false promises, false achievements of what they will do for you and your family, for the community, that they'll build it up. They'll build up a rec room. They'll build up a YCWA. They'll build up a mentoring place. They'll build up the community, and you give them your money, and you never see a building erected. Why? Why must we be so blind? We all need to come together, as Lisa has said. Come together. Stop stabbing one another in the back. Stop tearing down a brother or tearing down a sister to get where you're going. Stop dragging them. If they're wrong, you call them out on it to stop the pimping and stopping the money scams. We as a community need to learn how to come together and stand together on one accord. One accord, one mind, have the same mindset, the same attitude, have the same agenda and plan, and move forward. We can make a difference in our communities. We can make a difference in this world if we stand together. If we stand together, we can make a change. If we stand together and fight together, not against one another, but together to fight against the opposition, the enemy. When we come together, Bible says one can chase 1,000, two can chase 2,000, three can chase 3,000. That's what happens when we come together. When we come together as one and work together, we can impact this world. We can shake this world up. When we come together, we don't have to be animalistic. We don't have to be what we have been called. But we can do it in the right frame of mind and with some standards. I know so many people have been hurt, disappointed, and even broken by situations, by your own kind. And now you can't trust nobody. Hmm. But you got to trust somebody. And if you're a believer, then God will attach you to people. God will keep you. He will draw a group together. But we must stop self-hating on one another, not loving one another, but stand tall. We need God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, to help us stand together and go forward. Is there a rough road ahead? Yes. It's always going to be a rough road. But we can go through it and be a success as long as God keeps us. We keep God first and let Him lead us and guide us. His favor can do what man cannot do. Stop being so divided. Think for yourself. think for yourself and change your thinking. Stop thinking that every man and every woman is the same, that they're in the same pot. That is not true. There are some good ones and some bad ones, but you need to find the good ones so that we can hook up together and press forward, make a difference, break this curse of division amongst ourselves, and fight for a cause that's worth it. That's worth it. Stop profiling a person by the way they dress or the way they have their haircut or the clothes that they wear, the style that they wear. The Bible says that there is some sheep that's not of the sheepfold that's going to come in. There is a diverse folks that's going to come together. They're going to come together and stand together and make a difference. We can do it. We can do it. If you want to do it, we can do it. There's no reason why we can't. We can fight and move forward. We can stand together and make a real change. We don't have to tear each other down or one another down. We don't have to degrade one another. We don't have to stab each other in the backs to make it. We don't have to sell out. Wake up. Wake up, open your eyes. When you see wrong, call it out. Call the person out. Deal with the behavior and the actions of the person, not the person at all. Let them know that what they're doing is not acceptable. It's not acceptable that you give me dead promises and selling me a dream, and I give to you, and you do what you want with it and never fulfill your promise of what you said that you were going to do, what you said you were going to build, what you said you was going to do to make the community better. If you are not out to help build the community up, you are out for yourself, and that's selfish. Because if you can take people's money and sell them a dream and go celebrate on a cruise and then come back, you're selfish. And payback is coming. That which you sow shall come back at the measure that you met. It's like the boomerang. Of that, you throw the boomerang out, the boomerang sails out through the air and it sails through some trees and it comes back around. And when it comes back around, it's coming back full hands with your punishment, your consequences, your repercussions. Where do we go as a community, as Black folks? Where do we go? How do we learn to come together as one and work together and not against one another? How? When? Wake up. Wake up. Terry says, please read the Holy Bible book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verses 1 and 8. A time and a season for everything under the sun. You will reap what you sow. That is so true. We all reap what we sow. Yes. Yes, sometimes when we least expect it, we think that we have gotten away with our foolishness. We think that we have gotten away with the things that we've done, with our behavior and our actions. We think that we've gotten away with it, but sooner or later, what we put out comes back. And it comes back double sometimes. So we have to be careful about how we treat people, how we treat each other, how we respond and react to each other. We have to make better decisions on how to get to the top authentically and without any tricks and traps, and stepping on one another and kicking folks down when they're down, tearing and degrading folks. We can do it honestly and be successful. There comes a time where we're going to have to trust one another to come together. Divided together, we stand. Divided, we fall. And our community is falling. It's falling apart. It's falling apart. Single parents, whether father or mother. When do we stand? If we don't stand for right, we will fall for absolutely anything. It will be possible for them to sell us a sour dream. It'll be easy for them to sell us a lie and make it look like the truth. We've got to stand together. We've got to get healed. We got to get delivered. We've got to be able to separate the good from the bad. Terry says, we must remember, please don't burn the bridge. You might have to cross it a second time. Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got to find a way to respect one another. Both men and women, we got to respect one another. We got to get to a place where we can agree to disagree and still be good with one another. We don't always have to agree. We can disagree. We can disagree and not agree. But we must do it and do it respectfully. Until things change. Until we change. Life will never change. It will always be the same. So where do we go? From there, where do we go? Do we go up or do we go down? Do we go left or do we go right? Where do we go from that point? From that point, what decisions can we make? What changes can we make? What can we do to stand and stand tall? Stand with intelligence and brilliance, with creativity. When can we make that happen? We cannot, as Terry says, burn the bridges that we may have to cross again. Respect one another. Respect one another. If you just don't like each other, just move on. But let's be fair. Let's be fair about it. Let's not tear down each other just to come up. Because as you tear someone down to come up, you will fall. You will fall while the other arises. So let's look in the mirror and make some changes. Let's not allow folks to keep going knowing that they have conned folks, have scammed folks. We need to take a stand and see at the road ahead of us. Come together. Come together as one and move in the right direction. Move in one. Associate Minister Tari says that a house united will stand. A divided house will fall. The devil and evil men never attacked a united house. That is true, Terry. That is true. That is so true. A house united will stand. It will stand together. A divided house will fall. The devil and evil men never attacked a united house. Why? Because they knew that if they came in, that it would be a fight to the end. a fight to the end because they stand together. They stand together and they stand side by side, ready and prepared to go forward. That's what it's about. That's what life has got to be about. Where we move down the path that is not only pleasing, but pleasing to God, that we can walk down it, that path, and be strong together. Strong in not our might, but His might. And find ourselves standing together. Yeah. So let's begin to make a change. Begin to make a change and let's go forward and make a difference. A difference together. We can and will be able to do it if we learn to stand together. If we learn to stand, if we learn to respect one another in the hopes of making a difference, in hopes of changing. Michael Jackson did the song that I'm talking to the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. But if you want to make the world a better place, you got to take a look at yourself and then make that change. So it becomes that you got to make and the choice and the decision is up to you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Change. Change your attitude. Change your thoughts. Change your mindset. And figure out who you are. Figure out what changes you can make. Terry says a house built on a dishonest foundation will crumble. A house built on an honest foundation will stand. The question we ask ourselves is, do I want to be homeless? That's a good question. Do you want to be homeless? Because what's going to happen is that the same folks that you are sowing into will then turn around and be the ones that will not only manipulate you and use trickery to get you to give, but they'll be the same ones that will come back and have you put out your house and put off your land and tear down what you built just for the purpose of gain. Not your gain, their gain. To figure out how to get more money. They will build on your land. Make money hand over hand over hand. Change the dynamic of your area, your life. And what will you do? Seek for the one inside of you to lead you and guide you. Hold on. Sorry, I had a coughing spell.
Hey, hold on.
What was I saying? I was saying. Mm, I'm sorry. I went into a coughing spell, y'all. Uh, so, so what you got to do is definitely examine yourself. See what direction you want to go in. See where you can make a difference and rally around with the same minded folks and begin to put a plan together, to work together, to make a change.
They will kill you.
A change. Mentor some of the younger people, the younger children, the younger kids, the teenagers, the pre-teens, the young adults. Mentor them. Give them the wisdom, the knowledge, and the gems, and the wisdom that you have that you can direct them into and down the right path. The right path. Because the young people are leaving this earth. They need someone to usher them. Yes, Terry. Change is more than metal and paper in your pocket. That is so absolutely true. Change is more than metal and paper in your pocket. You're right. It's more than that.
Like me, bro. She getting in like that.
You are definitely right, Terry. You are right. So, change. You got to be able to look and again figure out, examine yourself, examine your talents, examine where your thoughts is, examine yourself, work on yourself, gather with like-minded folks, and begin to move and make a change. So you got to do it. You have to do it. You have to put your differences aside, that you can come together with a group of folks. A group of folks that's just like you, and work the work and be the same, have the same mindset. It's the only way things is going to change. And again, if you're a believer, you got to believe and pray. You got to talk to the Master. You got to talk to the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. You got to talk to the Lord. And the Lord will send the Holy Spirit to speak to you. And he will drop what you need in your lap. He'll drop creativity. He'll drop a vision. He'll drop a plan in your life. Associate Minister says true change can't come from the outside world. That is so true. True change must come from the inside of a person and following the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. That is so true. That's why you got to depend on him. That's why you must lean on God. That's why. Because when you're honest with God, God can be honest with you and change and rearrange you. He'll bring things together that's going to benefit you and your community. And when he does, stay humble. Come up together. Come up with each other and make a difference. Don't allow anybody to get in your ears. If you have a great group that have come together, don't allow anyone to get in your ears. Don't allow no snakes and wolves to get into your ears and tear down the foundation of your togetherness. Just stand. Associate Minister says Jesus is on the main line. When you hear God's call, are you going to pick up the telephone? Are you? Are you going to pick up the telephone? Are you going to answer the call when he gives you that assignment to carry you down the right path? Are you going to answer that call? And when you answer it, you must follow the instructions that he has given you on a step by step step plan. And when you have God on your side, God will make sure that you will be a success. He will gather you all together. And not just one go up, but everybody will go up together. Everyone will rise together. You will work the work together and make a difference. But you got to come together. We've got to come together. We got to stand together. We got to stand and walk with each other. Change how you feel. Don't discourage another human being. Don't discourage them. Encourage them. Encourage them. Once you are better, then you encourage somebody else. And encourage somebody else and somebody else. And come together to bring the community back together. As I said, mentor. These young people need someone to mentor them. They need somebody to take them under their wings and teach them, give them wisdom, give them knowledge, so that when they get older, they'll be able to stand with their brothers and sisters and continue the assignment that has already been laid out for them. Because we're standing on the shoulders of our ancestors. And if we're standing on the shoulders of our ancestors, then those of us that needs to come together and gather and not leave our brothers and sisters behind. We need to learn as much as we can so that we can pass that knowledge off to the next generation. Teach them how to research, teach them how to find information to educate themselves. Terry says the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit has given us the blueprint. It is up to each person to read the blueprint. Failure to read the blueprint will cause your building to crumble. Exactly, because that blueprint is to help to build and establish a stronger foundation. A stronger foundation that when the wind blows, you will bow, but you'll straighten back up. When it blows again, you'll bend again, but you'll straighten back up. Let's follow the blueprint. It's up to each of you. It's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to Associate Minister. It's up to Lisa. It's up to all of us to read the blueprint and find the strength so that we can all come together and work together when Jesus comes on the main line and drops the assignment in our laps. Those of us that's there has the assignment to uplift another brother, uplift another sister. Those that come, those that don't, those that reject, it's okay. It's okay. We cannot pull everybody in. Everybody is not willing to accept and receive and change that we could form a circle of life, of truth, of humanity, of love, compassion, of strength, of peace, of joy. Terry says the blueprint of the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit is the Bible. Yes, it is. It is the Bible. And in my opinion, it's full of instructions. It points out the diagram of life. It helps to strengthen us. Never lose the blueprint. We must learn how to get along with one another. But a lot of times, in order for that to happen, you must do the work on yourself. You must make a change. You must begin to deal with the issues and the traumas that make you dislike another person that looks like you. You can't. We can do it, but we need to come together. We need to wake up, put things in order, prioritize our time and our lives. Find healing, find deliverance, find love, compassion for you. Work on yourself. But most of all, learn how to agree to disagree with your brothers and sisters respectfully and put all foolishness and mess aside so that we can all work together and rise together. Terry says 80% of life is not what happens, but how you react. The other 20% is beyond your control. How you react to a situation can be just as deadly as the situation itself. That is true. It takes many different colors to make a rainbow. Who says that one color is any greater than the other? If we all thought the same thing, there would be no new innovations or discoveries, which is true. But everybody, I believe everybody has to do a work so that we can uplift and upbuild one another as a Black community instead of tearing each other down, instead of degrading one another to get up, to get a come up. We'll sell out our brothers and our sisters just to come out. We'll sell a person out to get that promotion on the job. Why? We got to stop this stuff. We got to wake up and come up together. We need the men to be healed and delivered. And men, we need the sisters to get healed and delivered so that they can be sisters, so that they can mentor the younger generation. And give them the best advice they can give them so that they can become a better them. Show them how to do the work. Show them how to work on themselves. Show them how to change. They have got to be mentors. We have to be able to encourage one another until they mature enough to encourage themselves. It's time. It's time to make a change. For these are the people, and they can do it. We can do it. We can do just about anything if we put our minds to it and work together. Work together and move in the same direction. That's how we come up. We come up together, not as individuals. We can't be afraid to reach back and give the wisdom, give the knowledge out that will change another person's life, to cause them to stand and cause them to see life in its full fashion. Yes, indeed. Oh, goodness. We've been on here for an hour and 28 seconds. An hour and 29 seconds. Almost an hour and a half. But we got to do it. We've got to do it. We got to stand strong and tall and encourage, uplift, and strengthen one another. Miss Lisa, let's come back.
I
Well,
truly apologize, y'all.
you
I
okay?
truly
You okay?
apologize. I really do. If I'd have knew it was gonna take me this long, I'd have just, asked y'all want to shut it down and we do it. I truly apologize.
No apology.
Yeah. They were giving you. What was y'all talking about?
We were talking about the need to come together as a black community, um, encourage and uplift one another, and to be able to push past all of that mess that we have against one another as a race, as a black community, had to get that out of the way to be able to build it up, build the community back up.
Right.
So
Yeah, and we're gonna have to work at getting them bad seeds out, exposing them bad seeds.
we talked
Because
about
that's a big problem that we have too. We got so many people that look like us up under us that ain't us. I'ma just say it like that, you know? And I feel like that a lot of them need to be exposed. When you find out that they backstabbers and shit, expose their ass. Yeah, we got to get rid of the bad seeds because if we don't, it's not going to help us.
that's right.
That's no help to us. That's going to make it worse on us. It's not going to make it better. It's going to make it worse. You know, because then if we keep letting the bad seeds hang around, right? What's going to happen is that everybody going to get to a point where as though you don't trust nobody.
That's
Or,
right.
you know what I mean? Because you ain't going to know who to trust.
That's right.
So we got to start calling out them bad seeds. You know, if they want to go
That's
and
right.
be under, the white man or whatever, let them do that. That's their business. But the ones that want to come together and really try to do something, then that's what we need to do. Let them. That's what they want to do. Let them, because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. What makes you think somebody else going to trust you, right? When you turning on your own people. Now let that sizzle in your spirit.
Yes.
What make you think that you're gonna go to the ops and they going grab you up and treat you like a king when you done turned on your own people? They gonna use you for what they need you for and toss your ass to the trash. Okay, they don't toss you to the curb once they finish using you for whatever they need you for. So see, that's what a lot of people need to wake up to, because we got a lot of sellouts too. We got a lot of sellouts.
Yes.
We got a lot of people that's quick to turn on their own for a buck. And then when they turn on their own, what's going to happen is that, like I said, they're going to use your ass for what they want you for and then toss you to the curb. Because they already know they can't trust you, because you're going to turn on your own people. You done turned on your own people. What makes you think they gonna want you to have a seat at the table and they sitting here watching you backstab your own people?
That's right.
Be for real. But see, people don't think like that. They don't think like that. They want that quick buck. You feel me?
Yeah.
They want that quick buck. And so what do? As soon as the ops offer it to them, they right there. Or if they want to make a proposition, right?
That's
They
right.
right there. It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. But that's what we got going on. And like I said, we're going to have to start calling them out just like we call everybody else out.
Yes.
Seriously. Because, listen, if you don't, what's going to happen?
It's gonna keep on the same
If
way.
you don't start calling out the bad seeds, guess what? The bad seeds is going to be taken and using their own people for whatever they want to use them for. You know why? Because whereas though you know that this is a bad seed, right? Somebody else
Right.
may not know that.
Right.
So they might try to, help them out and pull them in for whatever the reason. Because they don't know that that's a bad seed. But you're not saying nothing. You keeping your mouth shut. So now he, that bad seed done went over there and he using somebody that's good. That's good people. And he's making his way. And because don't nobody know nothing but you ain't saying nothing. You just keeping your mouth shut. You letting the chips fall where they may. And he run and he or she or whoever it is running around, getting up under the good people. That's why I say when you know somebody bad, we gotta start calling them out. Just like we do anybody else. You gotta start calling their ass out. That ain't called turning on your people. They done already turned on your ass. What you mean turning on your people? They done already turned on you. How they your people when they done already turned on you? Make it make sense. But because for whatever the reason, we put faith and stuff into the wrong things. We put trust into the wrong people. Because we can see that somebody is not right for us, and we'll still put trust in them. Make it make sense. I see it all the time. Once I know a motherfucker ain't no good for me, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Seriously, I don't play those kind of games. Once I know you ain't no good for me, you don't have, you know what I mean? You don't have no good intentions for me whatsoever. It's a wrap. I don't want you around me. I don't want you kikiing in my face or none of that. And when somebody say, what's going on? What happened? I'm going to let them know.
That's right.
Because I get tired of that. I get tired of seeing people in our community, using us for a come up.
Yeah.
I get so sick of seeing that. I really do. It irritates the shit out of me. We go through enough. We don't need people backstab. We don't need our own people backstabbing us. We go through enough shit on our own.
That's right.
Why have those bad apples around? It doesn't make sense to me. It really don't. Tari said, Miss Lisa, sometimes a person doesn't have the tools to get better. Nobody came out of the womb knowing everything. To get better, a person must be given knowledge and taught how to use the tools. They're given. You learn from a drug cons. What do you mean? I'm not understanding. Break that down for me, please. You learn from a drug cons? What is that?
I was about to ask the same.
Sorry. Huh?
I was about to ask the same thing. I don't know what that is.
What is that, Sorry? What is drug cons? I don't know what you mean. Can you explain that to me, please? Because I don't know what you mean. But other than what you're saying, with the other part of what you're saying that I do understand, you're right. You're so right. But guess what? At some point, you gotta want to make a change. Okay? If you don't know, then you need to, sit still and put something in your mouth so you can keep it closed and open up your ears.
Yeah.
So that you can learn something. Yeah. And stop floating around here trying to act like you know every goddamn thing. You understand what I'm saying? At some point, you got to take accountability and you got to be willing to learn something so that you can do something better.
That's right.
Okay? I don't know. I know people don't know. Some people don't know. That's why, excuse me, that's why I do what I do. That's why I come on here and I talk about what I talk about. Because I know some people just don't know. And that's understandable. But at some point, you got to sit still and be willing to listen and learn something so that you can become better.
You said skin color has nothing to do with that situation. Does it make a difference what color the devil is? Is a blue devil any better than a red devil? The devil is the devil, no matter what color he is. I look, Terry. I'm not going to pretend like my own color don't screw me around. It's bad enough that the Caucasians do it, but our black brothers and sisters will sell us out to make it to the top. That's what we're saying.
Right.
The whole
That's what
thing
we talking about.
that your own kind, your own in your own community, there are snakes and vipers in
Right.
there who will take you down and tear you down and degrade you to get a good coming up over you.
Right. And
Now,
that's what we talking about. And oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go
Eagle.
ahead. Go ahead.
You sure? No, you wasn't
I'm done.
finished. Go ahead.
I'm done.
Okay. You sure? Because you sound like you was going to say something else, and I just jumped right in there.
You fine, because I was about to cuss real quick, and I didn't want to do that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, sorry. We talking about the black community, and I understand that a lot goes on in other communities, but I'm not really concerned about that. I'm concerned about my people. That's the problem too. We worry too much about stuff about others that we shouldn't even be worried about. We always trying to take somebody in that don't even fit. I see a lot of people do that. I see a lot of people do that. Take people in that don't even fit and trying to make them fit. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop putting our asses first.
Yes.
Worrying about us. Making it about us.
Yes. Let me ask Terry this. Terry, my brother, you saying that you've never seen no one in the black community mess over you to get higher, get promoted, or whatever. I just need to know. Trust me, this is not an attack on you, and it's not a debate. It's just a discussion.
Right.
And I agree that a devil is a devil, but I also know that in the black community, I've seen it for myself. I've had it done to me. For example, I think I shared this with you, Lisa. I worked at a grocery store.
Oh
When I
yeah.
was there, I started on the front end. They promoted me to grocery. After that, I had a discussion with the store director who said that offered me to go over to night crew. And when I was to go over to night crew, I would have been full time. I was supposed to be the right hand man of the night crew chief. So I'm there, and I am busting my ass left and right, front to back, going around in circles. I did everything that they asked me. They took me from the nighttime and put me in the daytime and then put me back in the nighttime. I was very dependable. I did everything that I was supposed to do. What people told me that if I do, I would I would go places in the company. So I got there and a young man came in. He's my friend and he's going to be my friend despite what happened because it wasn't him, it was the managers. So what they did was when the night crew chief left and they moved him, well, they didn't move him. He left because it was too much, and they expected too much. They would have loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff coming in, and he left. So I trained the young man. We became friends, and he became my assistant when the night crew chief left. So some time went by. I'm thinking I'm full time when I got over the night crew. Come to find out, I was not full time. In fact, they asked my friend, we're going to call him Ricky. They poured Ricky into the office and asked Ricky if he wanted to be full time. Ricky says yes, because at the time Ricky thought I was full time as everybody else did. And Ricky was a different race, a different ethnicity. And so they pulled him in the office and made him full time just like that, which knocked me down to the totem pole once again. And when the new night crew chief came in, my friend Ricky became the new night crew's chief uh, assistant, and I was knocked back down to the totem pole once again. And the store director was black. He was a black man. He had been promising me when I went over I would be full time, but I found out that it was a lie. So, what we're saying is that your own kind will mess over you, and that's not right. You don't sell out nobody. Give or take, me and Ricky, we worked hard, bust our ass in there every day, every night. We were there on the same level. The only difference was he was a, a different race, a different ethnicity than I was. And so they knocked me down and gave it to him. So that's all we're saying. Don't do your own kind in so that you can go up. The store director did me and he screwed me pretty good just so that he could get up higher in the business. He didn't give a shit about Antoine. He didn't. And then folks start calling me talking about if I wanted to be full time, I needed to be dependable. And I cuss their ass out. And I know y'all on YouTube that's gonna see this. Y'all gonna try to drag me, but that's all right. But I cuss their ass out because it didn't make no sense to me. And that's all we're saying is that your own kind, they shouldn't. It shouldn't be that way. Okay, Miss Lisa.
That is so true. That's so true, Eagle. And see, that's the problem, though. That is the problem right there. Is because some of us feel like we supposed to be treated less than, that we not supposed to have better. That's where the problem come in at. because
Yes.
some of us really think that we supposed to be struggling, that we not supposed to have what we want in life, you know.
Right.
And some of us feel like that everything we supposed to just sweep it under the rug. We supposed to ignore it. No, some things need to be called out.
Exactly.
Some
And
things need to be talked about.
right.
Okay. We've been treated, listen, we've been going through this for so long. It's time for a fucking change. It really is.
Let me answer Terry's. I'm sorry, Miss Lisa. Let me address Terry's statement. He says you get screwed by your own people or by someone else. Does that screw job hurt worse because it was your own people? Yes, it does.
Yes.
It
Mhm,
hurts. I was hurt. It
mhm.
made me bitter. It made me bitter. It made me angry. I was mad as fuck. Yes, I was. I'm sorry, Miss Lisa.
You okay?
I was mad. Yes. Yes, it hurt. Hurt me
Mhm.
more because it was my
Yes,
own.
you
If
did.
it had been
That's right.
the white person that did, fine. But my own, the person that's got the same color skin as I did,
Mhm.
who called himself pumping me up but blowing smoke up my ass,
Hmm.
and then you don't keep your promise, and then your little co managers
Hmm.
that's white as hell want to come and ask me if I want full time. Y'all know they knew that went the first time because some of them left, was shipped it out and was brought back. You all knew when you all left and came back. I was supposed to be full time. Well,
Hmm.
how did they know? Because at the time we had radios, and the store director got on the radio and announced to the whole freaking store that I was going over to night crew as a full timer. But then I get over there and find out something different. Yes, it hurt me because my own kind screwed me.
Hmm. That's right.
He says if shit is
If
shit,
if the ops, oh,
go.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
He says if shit is shit, don't tell me the shit is chocolate pudding. A person will feed you what you want to eat. Absolutely. Especially if they done sold out. Go on, Miss Lisa. Let me calm down.
But did Charlie ever answer the question about the drug con or something he was saying?
No, I don't think he did. I didn't see it.
Because I didn't quite understand that.
Tara, can you explain your what is it? The drugacon? Is that what it was?
Yeah, he said something about a drug con. I don't
Can
know
you
what that is.
explain that to us a little better? Because I'm a little lost, and I'm gonna mute myself because I'm furious now. I've been tricked. I'm triggered by it. I'm sorry, y'all. YouTube is gonna try to get
You
me.
all right?
Shit. To kiss my.
But that's the problem. We we want to backstab our own, but make the ops comfortable sitting at the table with us.
Right. Let me.
And like I said, from now on, I'm looking out for my own. I'm looking out for my own first.
Right.
I love my people. And let
Absolutely.
me tell you something. I know how to love my people because I know how to love myself. That's a problem too. A lot of us don't love ourselves. We don't love ourselves, and we're dealing with self-hate. And because of that, it makes it hard for us to love each other. It makes it very hard for us to love each other. That's why I always talk about that. I always talk about self-love. I always talk about self-hate. Y'all hear me? I talk about it all the time. It's important. It's crucial to us. It's crucial to my people to know that you need to learn how to love yourself so that you can love your brother and your sister, your black brother and your black sister.
That's
and
right.
not look at them with hatred. It's important. That is something crucial. Because let me tell you, the minute that we start loving each other, we're going to come together.
That's right.
We're going to embrace each other. But we gotta learn to love each other. That's what's hard for us. It's loving each other.
Yes.
I know how to love myself today. I know how to love Eagles. I know how to love you, Tari. I know how to love anybody. I can love any of my black brother, black sister. It doesn't matter. Because I know how to love me today. I love me today.
Yes.
So I don't have a problem with loving someone who looks like me.
That's
And
right.
that's the problem with a lot of us. We're struggling. We're struggling with things from childhood, from generational curses and things like that. We're struggling.
Right.
That's what's keeping us. That's what's keeping us stuck in a rut. That's what I call keeping us stuck in a rut, because we're struggling. We're struggling with things that we have been through in our childhood, and
Right.
things that we haven't dealt with yet, that we need to deal with.
Yes.
We got to deal with those dark secrets that we're holding on to. It's a must. So that when you see somebody who looks like you can embrace them with love.
Yes.
But when you're how can I put it? When your inner self is tore up, it's hard for you to love somebody else or anything.
Yes.
When your inner self is all broken and damaged. How you gonna do that? How you gonna love your people when you haven't even learned how to love yourself? I always say everything starts with you. Because it do. It do. That is so important, black people. Listen, y'all, we gotta get to that point of dealing with the stuff that we are holding on to. Those deep, dark secrets. We gotta let that stuff go. We gotta let it go. And we gotta learn how to love ourselves. Accept yourself for who you are. You can change things about yourself. Accept it and change. Accept it and change. Accept it and change. Once you accept it, then you can start to make the change.
That's right.
But some of us are walking around just holding on to it and been holding on to them secrets and stuff for years. Some of us been holding on to them since we was children. And some of us may be 30, 40 years old now.
Yes.
You got to embrace it. You got to embrace it. You got to face it head on and deal with it. Then execute. And I'm telling you, the minute that you recognize it, start talking about it, you're going to feel like the world has lifted off your shoulders. You're going to feel so different. I'm telling you what I know because I've been there.
Yes.
I've been there. I'm not telling you something that I read out of a book. I'm telling you what I know because I've been there. I've been through it. And I'm telling you, the minute that you open up that can of worms and you address it straight up, recognize what it is, and then execute, you're going to feel so, so, so much better. I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel like a brand new person. I'm telling you what I know.
That's right. That's right.
Stop holding on to all that stuff. I'm telling you, stop holding on to all that stuff. Because as you get older, you're going to start to age. You're going to start to look older than what you are from holding on to stuff. Stuff that you've been holding on for eons.
That's right.
Let that stuff go. Address it, let it go, execute so you can move on to the next level. I love y'all for real. I don't care what y'all think about me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think about me. I don't care nothing about that. I love me today. That means a lot. I love me and I love other people. I can love me and other people today. And that, hey, I ain't let nobody take that from me. And I got peace in my life. I ain't let nobody take that.
That's right. That's right.
You know? For real. And I'm telling you, you need the help, reach out to me. I'll definitely help you. I will definitely help you. I don't mind. Because I know it's a lot of y'all that want to free yourself. You just don't know how. You don't know which way to go and what to do. And that's understandable. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you. You really want the help? I can help you. I'm here for you. Let me tell you something. And then we're going to wrap it up. It's not a game. This thing is serious. And I got a passion for it. So I can definitely help you get to where you want to be. But you have to be willing to do the work. You can't just lean on me and expect for things to just, happen. No, you got to do some work. You got to do some work. You got to be true to yourself as well as being true to what you're doing. For real. I want to see so many people get well. Because that's a big problem in our community, is that so many people are so broken and damaged.
Yes.
They really are. So many is damaged and broken. And they got to get it together. It's heartbreaking, but they got to get it together. You got to recognize what's going on with you. And you got to execute it. That is so important. Listen, anybody that come across this video I want you to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and be honest with me. How many of y'all really love yourself? And tell me why.
All right.
Tell me why. Because based on what you say, it's going to let me know if you really love yourself or not. And if you respond, I'm gonna answer. Oh yeah, I'm gonna answer you. Because I want to know. I want to know why you think you love yourself. How do you know you love yourself? How do you treat other people? These are things that I would like to know. So please leave me a comment and respond. Because I definitely want to know. Because some people think they love themselves, but they really don't. And the reason why I know they don't is because of how they treat other people.
Right.
You know? The way they treat other folks, the way they treat themselves. I can observe you for a certain amount of time and it'll tell me everything I want to know about you.
Yes.
I don't have to open my mouth. I can just watch you and see how you treat yourself, see how you treat other people, and all that. And based on that, and I'm going to know when you're being phony too. Let me put that in there too. I'll know when you're being fake and phony and not being truthful. Because all that shit show. All that shows when you call yourself pretending. I did a video on that too. Pretending to try to be something that you're not.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It all comes out. It all comes out. Trust me. You ain't getting over. Because a lot of us think that. A lot of us think that we be getting over. We be pulling the wool over people's eyes. And some people you do get them. You do get some people. But I'm not one of them. It's kind of hard to pull the wool over my eyes. And you want me to tell you why? Because I've been where you at. I've been where you at, goddammit. And I know what I'm talking about. Ain't no shame in my game. I've been where you at. So I'm going to know if you love yourself or not. So I hope that y'all answer that question. You know, I really do. I would like for everybody to answer that question because I want to see what you say. I'm interested in what you're going to say.
Yes.
And it's not nothing. Listen, this is not no challenge or nothing. This is something that I want you to answer because I'm going to give you a good response. Not nothing. Listen, when I'm up here talking is one thing.
Right.
Okay. But when I'm talking to you one-on-one, if we are, dealing with the self-development situation or whatever, and we doing a one-on-one, I'm going to be a totally different person. And reason being is because I know how to be transparent.
Yes.
Okay. So you can't sit up here and look at me and say, I ain't messing with her. She too aggressive. Or she too this or she too that.
Right.
I'm aggressive. I come off aggressive because I'm up here talking. And I'm compassionate about what I say, right?
Yes.
But listen, if I'm talking to somebody on a one-on-one thing, right? I know how to be transparent. And let me tell you something though. I may have to come off as some people aggressive. Okay?
Yeah.
To get what I want out of them. to get them to open up, to get them to let things out. I may have to push up on people just a little bit sometimes to get them where I want them to be. You know, which is a good thing. It's going to be all good at the end of the day.
Yes.
It's going to be all good. Because once they get to open up and let all that stuff out, they're going to feel like a brand new person. You know, they really are. They're going to feel like a brand new person.
That's right.
I'm telling you, I'm going to help as many people as I can. I really am. I got the power to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Watch. Because I love y'all for real. I love my people for real. Like, it ain't no joy. It ain't no, you know, I ain't being fake or phony. I love my people for real. And I want to see us do better. We deserve better.
Yes.
We deserve to have the best. But some of y'all don't feel like that. Some of y'all feel like, you know, it's all right. You know, like struggling is okay. It's all right. It's not all right. You can have nice things in life too, just like anybody else.
That's right.
So we're going to wrap this up, y'all. We didn't talk enough. The conversation was good, though. I'm sorry that I had to boot out.
No, that's
truly
okay.
apologize.
Things happen.
But I'm glad, Eagle, you was here to take the show for me. So I definitely appreciate it. I really do.
It's my pleasure.
What Tari saying? What is Tari saying over here? The blueprint of the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit is the Bible. Right. 80% of life is not what happens, but how you react. The other 20% is beyond your control. How you react to a situation can be just as deadly as the situation itself. It takes many different colors to make a rainbow. Who says that one color is any greater than the other? If we all thought the same, there would be no new innovation or discoveries.
Right.
Okay, right. But we're not all the same. Yeah, and I do know that. That we're not all the same. And that's something else I wanted to say too before we go. You know, I be hearing people talk, right? I hear some people talk about black women. I hear some people talk about black men, whatever the case may be. You know, let me say this. We are not all the same. We're not. We're not all the same. We are individual people.
That's right.
I'm different. Eagle's different from me. Tari's different from Eagle. And it just goes on and on and on. We are all different from each other. We're not all the same. Because I hear a lot of people, when they shooting out their rhetoric, I hear a lot of people saying and talk like we all the same. We are not. We are not all the same people. So stop that. You know, some people need to stop doing that. The way they, you know what I mean? The way they come out and talk about. Some of them be talking about the men, how bad the men is or whatever. Some of them be talking about the women, how bad the women is. But my thing is, at the end of the day, we are not all the same. So you cannot classify everybody in the same boat. You can't do that. That's impossible. That's impossible. You can't do that. We're not all the same. You might meet one woman today, and she may be, how can I put it? Excuse me. She may be very educated, a fashionista, you know, always look good, right?
Right.
But then you may meet somebody the next day, and she may just be a basic type of girl. You know, she might not be all dressed up, hair all fried, dyed, laid to the side, and all
That's
that.
right.
She may just be a basic looking woman. So at the end of the day, we are not all the same. I don't know why people try to push that narrative like we all the same. We're not. We are all different. We are all individual people, and we're all different. We're not the same. I noticed that. I do. I notice that a lot. That people try to push that narrative like we are all the same. I can't stand that. We're not.
Yes.
That just trips me out. Then when you say something, because they had a panel or something going on, and one of the girls said, "We're not all the same. We're not the same. We're not the same." And they holler, they know that. But the rhetoric that they spew out is like they saying we all are the same. Then make it make sense. You understand what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
the rhetoric that they spew out. It's like they talking like we're all the same. We're not. We're all different.
That's right.
We're all different people. I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. And again, some people be doing it because it's a come up.
That's right.
It's a come up. So, it is what it is, But
Yes.
some of us just gotta take heed to what's going on. We really do.
That's
And I
right.
hope that a lot of us will do that. Start taking heed to different things. Start thinking for yourself. When you see stuff on the internet, stuff that's just being talked about, start thinking for yourself.
That's right.
Flip it around, look at it a different way and stuff like that. Instead of, you know, instead of instead of taking it as though how people saying it.
Right.
Because sometimes people be listening to these people that be talking all this, whatever his mumble jumble is, well, I call it bullshit. We listen to the people that talk that bullshit, and a lot of times they don't be talking right. That stuff that they be saying, it don't be true. It be a lot of it just ain't right. It just don't be right. It don't
Yeah.
be right. And we gotta learn how to stop listening to that shit and start thinking for ourselves. Thinking for ourselves, for real. Because some of you listen to that shit and y'all believe it.
Yes.
Some of you get involved in that bullshit because guess what you do? That person up there is talking about, say for instance, that person is talking about men, okay? Just as an example. And the stuff that they're saying, you want to hear it, okay? And you would like to say it, but you don't have the balls to say it.
Right.
It ain't in you to get up there and talk that shit like that. So what you do is you start sending cash apps and super chats and shit, right? To
Mhm.
support, because you want that person to keep talking and saying the things that they're talking and saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You'd be surprised at how many people take and send super chats and stuff and cash apps and stuff like that to keep that person in that mode that they in and keep them
Yes.
talking the way they talking.
Yes.
You'd be surprised. And I'm telling you, it happens.
It
That
does.
shit happens all the time. When people do that. You know,
Yeah.
people take and because the person that's up there talking this shit, right?
Yeah.
You would love to be the person that said you like what they saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you start donating and stuff because you want them to keep that same rhetoric going on.
Yes.
Because they saying what you like. And you would love to say it, but you don't have the balls to say it. It ain't in you.
That's right.
You'd be surprised. I'm telling y'all what I know. You'd be surprised at how many people do that.
Yes.
Cling to these people and act like they put them in the place of God. You know? And I just don't understand. I'm telling you, y'all, come on. We got to do better. We got to do better. That's all I'm going to say. We got to do better.
That's right.
We must. We must do better, people. Because I'm telling you, I don't know now. I just don't know. I ain't gonna go into because what I was getting ready to go into, that's a whole nother story. We'll do that on another day. But we'll be here for another hour. So I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna leave that part alone. So we can shut it down.
Yes.
But I love y'all. Thank you all for being here and being a part of this. Listen, I definitely appreciate it. I did not realize that my channel is really growing, y'all. I didn't even realize that. I really didn't. But it is. Oh man, it is growing. Okay.
Yes.
And I am proud of myself. I am really proud of myself.
I know that's
And
right.
I thank y'all. I thank y'all for helping me with this. You know what I mean? Because without y'all, it wouldn't have been a channel. It doesn't matter to me if I don't have a whole lot of people in my chat and all
Right.
that. I don't pay attention to that. People are watching. People are listening. Okay? And that's what I like. I don't have to have a whole bunch of people in my chat when I go live. The fact that people are listening and people are watching.
Yes.
That's what matters to me. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Just think 30,000 views, and then I got 5,000 watch time hours.
I know that's right, Angel. I know that's right. Celebrate. Oh, mama, celebrate. EBB.
Yes, yes, I am. I'm proud. I am proud of that because it's been a long journey. It
Yeah.
really has. It's been a long journey with this channel. You can get discouraged sometimes.
Yeah.
You really can. You can get discouraged sometimes. So it's been a long journey. But guess what? I keep pushing.
That's right.
I keep pushing. Mm. Well, y'all, Lord's willing, and we make the wake up call. We will see y'all on the next one. Again, thank y'all so much. I truly appreciate y'all, each and every one of you.
Yes.
And I hope one day that a lot of you will come on here when I'm live so I can call out some names and stuff like that, you know,
Right.
and really get to know y'all a little bit better.
That's
Drop
right.
the link, let some of you come up and introduce yourself and different things like that. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I would like to do, you know?
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
but nevertheless, you know, I love y'all and thank y'all again. Eagle, you want to take us out?
Ah, well, again, let Minister Terry know that it's just all love, and we good. You know, we just have discussions that look like they get heated sometimes, but It's all good. But we thank all of you for tuning in that's going to catch the replay. And our prayer for you is that God will bless you, that He will keep you, and may His love forever shine upon you. Until the next time, we'll see you in living color. God bless you.
All right. Excuse me, y'all. I have stuff in my face. That's what got quiet for me. I apologize.
It's all right.
I holler at y'all. God bless. Don't forget to repent and pray. And until next time, peace.
Peace.